tea.
Yes.
I am here with the fabulous Miss Today's American Woman, Miss Triana Arnold James. And my co-host also is Miss Mink Diva.
Hello. Happy holidays, everybody. Hi.
And I am your host, Camelia Terrell, the owner of Envision Hair and Nail Salon, located right here in Douglasville.
Right here in Douglasville.
Triana, do me a favor, tell the listeners and the viewers who you are and what you do.
Oh,
It's been a while.
I know. Y'all got to play catch up.
I missed y'all.
Okay, I miss you too.
Thank you for
What y'all
joining
been
us.
doing? Oh, okay. I am the
You
super
said,
fabulous.
you said, what have y'all been doing? Look, my hair. I've been doing it. I have been
Doing hair. I am the fabulous 2015, 2016
Yes, you are.
Mrs. Georgia of Today's American Woman, and I am so excited.
I'm excited too. What you excited about?
I just life.
That's
And just the holidays and going on vacation. What?
God is
Yes.
good, honey. Won't he do it?
Yes.
Yes, he
Yes.
will.
8 days of nothing. Nothing. Well, 7 days now. Tina B invited us to her magazine release. Can we put
I
that
know.
out
Way to
there?
go, Tina.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited about
That's
that.
another sister doing it in
Okay.
the ATL. Y'all
Yes.
gotta
Enhancing
understand.
the
The name of that
enhancer.
magazine is called Ageless Beauty.
Ageless
It is
Beauty.
geared toward women 40
and
up.
over.
Beautiful,
Why you
gorgeous
pointing
women,
at me?
all
And men.
nationalities,
And men.
all skin colors, all flavors,
Okay.
all spices.
Black, white,
Y'all
Hispanic,
Google it, look it up. The lady is doing
gay,
big things here
straight.
in ATL.
It doesn't matter.
Yes. Awesome.
Muslim, Christian.
Look at you.
All y'all.
Put
Come
them
on.
out there, girl.
Come on.
there.
So Tuesday, Tina B, what's the information? Tuesday
At 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
at 7 p.m.
Little Ozio.
at Little
Ozio.
Ozio.
Pizza.
Yes.
Okay, that's where it's gonna be.
7:49.
Tuesday, give me the date, December
22nd.
22nd.
That's not
All
far
right.
from East Atlanta Village and Little Five Points. If you know the area, everybody hangs out there. It's like the coolest vibe in the city. Yeah, you guys gotta come out.
Oh, let's share with the viewers who you are, what you do.
Hi, everybody.
Look, why she gotta be so sexy?
Because that's the Diva girl. Hey y'all, my name is Me Diva, coming to you live from Douglasville. I've got my Divas of Douglasville with me today, and I am the makeup artist extraordinaire. I like to be known as a makeup maven.
Okay.
But let me tell y'all what I did. I want to share with you guys what I did last week. I volunteered with a veterans organization that is helping homeless veterans, and they had a major Christmas sale last week. It was in Austell. They were there for the whole week. They had such amazing little gifts and goodies and trinkets, all for the low, low prices, and all of the proceeds go to helping the homeless veterans here in Atlanta and in Tennessee. So I had such a good time volunteering. I had my Diva sister with me. We met so many cool people and families, and the veterans came out and shared their stories. It was awesome. We had a good time.
Sons actually work.
Yes, your son, my son. It was one big, awesome family, y'all. We had such a good time.
And
last week,
that's
so.
beautiful too, when you can give back and
Yes.
take that time and give it back.
Absolutely.
So, it's just important that we do give back, and like I always say, you never go poor.
That's right.
Giving.
Especially during the holidays, it's so special and it means so much. We were able to help so many families, so it was good. It was good.
That's
And
good.
gifts were anywhere from 75 to 95% off.
Yes.
Amazing.
Amazing prices on the
Rolls
gifts
of
they had.
Christmas paper like 75 cents. It was so
Crystal
amazing.
bowls $1.50. Candles were $1.50.
And they only sold.
Yes.
They were only
I love
open from
candles.
Tuesday to Saturday.
Right? Yeah.
And people were pulling up on Sunday like ready to shop.
Knocking on the door. Can we come in?
I was thinking I should have left it up a little bit longer.
We were hoping they would, but they've got another gig in Tennessee. They were here in Atlantic Conyers for a week, and then they came over here for a week, and now they've got to sell in Tennessee next week, and then they're done.
And all proceeds go to veterans. Well, you know I'm a veteran.
Yes.
I'm not homeless.
Yes, you are.
The amazing thing was the veterans that actually came in the store. You see some working, and some just shopping
Giving
and
back.
giving back.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow. That's
With their
beautiful.
families and their kids and everybody.
And you know what? That's why I love this time of the year. I love because that's when people are coming together. The only thing that I have an issue with is, and what I do myself, because it starts with the person, it's all year.
Okay.
You know, because it's a couple of organizations that I have volunteered with, and they, you know, they're just really busy around November and December. But people are homeless January through October.
Very true.
They're hungry January through October. They're,
Very true.
you know,
Yes.
they need stuff throughout the year.
And I
you
like
know.
something you said, mentioning that you keep the little toiletry bags available and made, or the
Yes.
purses that when you see a homeless woman that you're able to give her that purse.
That's
Or my husband, he used to have these travel, well, he still do, we have these travel bags, the travel
Yes.
kit. And so for men, you don't want to give the men a purse, so I take his yeah,
Like
the
the
ones
shaving
that
kit?
the shaving kit,
Yeah.
the ones that he doesn't use, or you know, because he always getting them, and I put stuff for men in those.
Okay.
So
Like the
if I'm
toiletry bags,
the
the
yes,
shaving kits.
so
That's
I
a
do
good
the
idea. That's
purses
awesome.
for the
Yeah.
women and then the travel kit for the men. So and I keep them in my car. So if I'm out and about, you know, and sometimes it's receptive. You know, like I was on 20 getting on Martin Luther King. There's this little man. He's always there. And one time, the first time I was in that area, he cursed me out
Oh, wow.
because I didn't have any change, you know, or anything like that. And I was trying to explain that to him, but he didn't understand. And so,
He wanted his need met.
yes, and so I circled back around and, you know, because I stopped by the store and got some cash and gave him a couple of dollars. And from that point on, we kind of had a, you know, a love-hate relationship because he'll see my car and he'll be like, oh, okay, she ain't gonna stop. Maybe she'll stop today, maybe. You
Right.
know, and then the other day I saw him out there and I was able to get him one of the bags. And you know, he said thank you this time.
Okay.
Normally he don't say thank you, but you know, I don't, you know, judge or I don't, you know, be like I'm not gonna help you anymore just because. But you never know what a person is going through.
For sure.
So it's all
That's
about
the key.
giving, and it's not necessarily how much you give or what you do. It's just the fact that you gave.
True.
You know,
Okay.
like that.
Well,
So-
let me ask you this, Binka.
Yes.
You know, this is the holiday time. What is your reason for the season? What does that mean to you? When you hear the saying, it's cliche, Jesus is the reason for the season, or Christ is the reason for the season, or what does it mean to you, the reason for the season?
For me, the reason for the season is all about family. I have a very, very large family. It's 7 of my mom, and then it's 7 of me and my brothers. And it's all about that coming together because lives, you get so busy. And we all experience different things in our lives, the ups, the downs, the highs and lows. You don't always get the opportunity to talk to your family members and say, hey, what's going on? Or hey, what's happening? But during this time of the year, we all have one common place where we meet and we all just get to catch up. How are the kids and what are you doing? And we get to love and hug on each other. And
that's
then
beautiful.
you find out what's going on, and if you can offer support or anything that you could do to help that family member, that's kind of when we step up and we say, hey, I've been through that. I can help you. Or I know somebody that can do something for you. So for me, I am just in love that God has given me such a beautiful family. And because of him, we all are very well grounded. Everyone is healthy. We're happy,
Thank you, Jesus.
thriving. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's working. It may not be all peaches and cream, but we all know at the end of the day, God has got us, and we're just happy to be here and help one another.
And supported.
And
too.
support. And that's what
Yes.
the season, the reason for the season, that's what it means to me.
You know what?
That's beautiful.
One of the things I say about your family is, like when I showed up for the veterans and the volunteering and Uncle Willie, before he became Uncle Willie, I was going to see Willie, right?
Right.
I was going to see Mr. Willie, and Mr. Willie said, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm doing great. He said, who are you here with, the temp agency, or? I said, no, sir, I'm here with Mika. He was like, oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby.
He showed you some love.
Right,
You
just
did,
a
right
little
away.
change, and then from there on, I was his niece, and my sons was his nephew.
That's right.
It was Uncle Willie.
And he said, where my boys at?
Yes.
Where my boys at? They coming, Uncle Willie. They
Yes.
coming.
He worked those men all week. Yes. And so I love too, one of the things that you do is exhort your husband all the time. I've never met him, but I cannot wait to meet him. You're always empowering this man, and I love that about you. And then the next thing you'll say, well, let me check with my husband. All of this that's going on, you know, and that's one of the things that's important. We cannot make, when you're a partner and you have a partner, you can't make a decision on your own.
Right.
You have to
Right.
let's
It has to
compare
be
schedules
inclusive.
Yeah, it does.
and involve both.
He wouldn't believe anything that you just said. He'll be really surprised.
Well, of course, you know, that's normal. That's normal.
But
Well-
he'll tell me, you might be the preacher in church, but and I might be the deacon, but at home, I'm the man of this castle.
All right. All right.
And I know you say yes, you are, baby.
Yes, darling.
And you said she said yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you all so much. But stay tuned. We have a
No,
phenomenal-
wait. You didn't say what you mean. What Christmas
I
means?
thought I gave mine meaning. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Please elaborate, my dear diva sister.
Share.
No, that's me. The real reason for and the real meaning for Christmas to me it is about others. It is truly about empowering and making sure that others' needs are met. And it's not just for the holiday. This is something that I've adopted as a life in my life. When I hear someone say that they desire to do this or they're lost or they're confused, and I want to know how can I help and how can I help solve that problem. And I have an affirmation that I say, and it's so amazing. It says, ask me a question, I have the answer. I am a person of solutions.
All
right.
right.
And so I believe
love
that.
that.
Yeah, I believe that I have the solution. I don't feel like there's any scenario that I can be faced with that
you for the
without
help.
God's help, that I can't help solve.
That's right.
You know,
And you are that person.
I
You are
believe
true.
it.
You are a go-to person.
I really are. I believe I am the go-to person, and I try to give outside, taking myself, so I'm not giving out of emotion or making a decision, an emotional decision. And I always ask and try to encourage my friends, do not make an emotional decision.
Yeah.
Be still. Let's pray about it, and let's
Take a breath.
That's
Yes.
right. Listen to the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
But you know what? I see that in your aura. I see that anyway. You know, from the first day we met. And Dee, who told me to come over here during your you all's event during breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
She said when she looks back at the video, she could see how it seemed like we've known each other for years. You know,
Yeah.
so I
love
was
that.
happy when she said that. You know, because I love y'all.
I know you do. Lunchtime tea.
Okay, lunchtime tea.
So
Thank you
look.
for joining us.
Listen, you all, do not go anywhere. We have an amazing woman. This woman is one of my clients. She is a Trinidadian. She is so amazing. Put life on hold to follow her dream.
Oh,
and
wow.
we always talk about pencil me in.
Right.
This young lady pencils herself in just like you and myself. We do not neglect, but the amazing thing is she loves to empower other women.
What?
So we're always bouncing
She's an
off.
empress, honey.
Yes, she is an enhancer.
Watch out now.
So
Enhancer, the enhancer.
she moves and she runs her own company. She moves. She's a VP. She'll tell you who all she is. It gets
Girl,
really
you about to
big.
lay it out.
Yeah, it gets really big. I cannot wait for you to meet Cheryl Ann. She will be up next.
So tell us
Yes.
a little bit about you.
Let's see. Moved here from Trinidad in 1990. Didn't know what I was coming to, but definitely knew where I would like to be. Then moved on from there in 1995. Went to work for a couple of high-end. Okay.
She's like, you take care of
y'all.
No, I'm not. I'm totally not. But it's okay. I'm getting it.
We got
okay,
a newbie,
so
y'all.
moved on to work with some high-end restaurants in New York City. Loved living in New York. Definitely was got me ready for another level, and from there I moved on to work in behavioral mental health, which is brain injury. And then made some drastic moves and moved to the South. And y'all know that's a whole new animal in
And
New
we
York.
welcome you, honey.
Yes, yes.
That's the
2005, I moved to the South.
Tell you what part of the South.
Yeah, I moved to Alabama. Not just the South.
Wow.
Alabama. And that in itself was wonderful. Because it was a different experience. I've never experienced that type of love and also that type of inbred strength also. Met with some women who were amazing, who had been through some things that I had never experienced, had been through civil rights and had been through, you know, some things, you know, because it was Alabama. And so the great part was, to be honest with you, I found myself in Alabama. I found who Cheryl Ann was in Alabama. And a lot of people may not understand that, but that was where my notion and everything opened up for me to become who I am today. And moved on from there, met some great people. Went to apply for a job. You gotta hear this crazy story. Went to apply for a job. My neighbor said, run in and fill in for me. I was like, I'm not a nurse. How am I gonna fill in for you? And turned out that I went in, and it was a beginning of a trucking company, and which began my career. It was a gentleman who was doing a new upstart. He needed a couple of people to apply, and I did. And we went from there, and a year later I was running a dispatch company, and a year after that I was running my own company with a really good friend at the time. And now I have evolved into something completely new and different.
Okay.
Now it is something of running someone else's company, running my own, and developing my brand as I go along. And my brand is absolutely amazing and positive.
Awesome.
And my daily work is to empower other women to not feed into the trend, because I have to say this, when I first moved to Alabama, and I had lived all over the world before. I lived in India, and I had lived in Pakistan, I lived in places where it was pretty much very oppressed. I've lived in great places too, like Australia and New Zealand. But I'm saying that to say that when I moved to Alabama, the word on the street was black women. There was not a lot of jobs for black women, and I was 30 with my son, and where there was not a job, I created a job. Where there was not a position, I created a position for myself.
Awesome.
So when you walk in and you hear the words, there is no, or you hear the words of, I don't have, or we're not hiring at this time, take that as wind beneath your wings and wind in your sail, because that means that right now, that may be true, but that may not be the position for you. So go create your own opportunity.
Somebody's testifying
you
with
know
you.
what
They're giving us
no-
hearts. Thank you
Yes.
for the hearts. I know you feel that.
You know what no means to me?
Oh,
Next opportunity.
exactly.
There you go.
There you go.
Next opportunity.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
I'm a spoiled child anyway. I'm a baby girl, so it's hard to tell me no.
Right.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
But when I have been told no, you know, in my lifetime,
Right.
and I don't take it as a no. I just take it as, okay, next opportunity.
Right.
This is the next opportunity for me to accomplish my goal.
Right. And to
Right.
move into your next grade.
Exactly.
So Cheryl, let me ask you,
Okay.
as the other divas have explained,
Okay.
what does the holiday season mean to you? What for you? What is the reason for the season?
I do not have a reason for the season. I am not a seasonal person. I'm all around every day, all day long. So for me, this is another day to exalt and to become the person who I need to be.
Okay.
So reason for my season is always going to my next level.
Okay.
So, you know, Tony Robinson always says, if you're the smartest one in the camp, you need a new camp. So
Okay.
my thing is always go to the next camp. I don't celebrate the holidays like most people do. My thing is to always be in the holiday spirit, because everyone gets happy around the holiday time and they're with their family, and that's wonderful. But guess what? As my girlfriend here was saying, there is January to October, and we
Okay.
still need to fill in those
Yeah,
those
exactly.
times. We still
Exactly.
need. So my thing is to stay that way all the time.
Yes.
I don't need
Show-
just December. I don't need
show
just
that love.
right. Show the
all
love
year.
all year round, and make sure that. And the more you, I love it when you said that. The more you give, is the more that you receive.
That's true.
You just. How did you say that? I love that. You said something about the giver and not.
You can't go poor.
Right,
Give
you
it.
can't go poor giving. I love that. I totally do love that. And that is truly my spirit all year round, is that you can't go poor giving.
That's
Sorry.
amazing.
You
That's
just can't.
amazing.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Isn't that awesome? I love
So
that.
you
all
live
year
here
I do. I live here now. Yes.
now, and what are some of the projects that you're working on?
Oh gosh.
Just give us the
Just
highlights.
what
Wow.
you can share. What can you share with us?
Okay, the parts that I can share is that just became vice president of a new company, and I am looking to become president in the next 2 years of that company.
Beautiful.
And I'm in logistics, so that's logistically that's where I love to be. I'm also in the process of not writing a book, but writing my life on paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Got you.
And-
Kind of like your testimony, maybe?
No, just my life on paper,
Just
and
your
to
life,
let anyone know who has been through traumatic, life-changing issues, that it is not bringing them down, it's lifting them up.
Awesome.
And even if they cannot see that at this time, just wait. The sun's coming out. Just wait for the sun.
Yeah.
It's like the rainstorm. After the rain, the sun always comes out, and so just hold on
You
for
gotta go
that.
through the storm. You
Well,
gotta
you
go
have
through
to.
the storm.
You have to.
And you're not gonna, when you go through the storm, you're not gonna be, when you come out the storm, you're not gonna be the same person that went into the
Absolutely.
You're
storm.
not supposed to be. That's
Yeah.
awesome, because you're not supposed to.
And it's not a matter of if it happens, it's when it
When.
Right,
happens.
right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because I believe that we're either on our way into a storm,
Right.
in the middle of the storm,
Right.
or on our way out.
Way out.
You know,
I
and
love
how
it.
do you take it from there when you're in that storm? Where do you go from there?
Exactly.
Do you give back? Do you pay it forward? Do you tell, like you were saying, writing your life on paper?
Mhm.
Do you be that example, or do you become critical? That's what my word was talking about this morning, of becoming critical. Do you become critical of others because you have, you've made it, or you've made it through that storm?
Right.
And what I always like to do is try to tell someone else about that storm, especially my children.
Right.
I know that
That's
there are
huge.
things that they're gonna go through. However, I'd like to be that example for them, and be that cautionary moment for
Right.
them to say, okay, been there, done that, and let me tell you, hey, these are the consequences of your decisions.
Right.
And there are decisions that you can make. Thank God I have beautiful, beautiful, lovely children.
Yes.
And they're always there for mama.
Right.
Awesome.
But I'm so happy to have you. Give
Thank
us your
you.
name one more time.
Cheryl Ann.
Cheryl Ann.
Yes.
And are you on Facebook, Instagram?
Hold on, y'all. Hold
One
on.
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second.
We're still rolling here.
We are.
That's okay.
It's on, it's about
We
to
got
start.
it going.
We got the Periscope going on. It's the
Okay.
lunchtime tea.
Hold on.
Tina B behind the camera. Y'all
Yes.
need to check her out. This girl, oh my gosh, wait a minute. I went to her studio.
Oh,
Did you
wow.
really?
How was that? What was that?
Yes. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, and Tina B know I love her, but I felt like a little bit.
That sounds
That
like an R&B
was
artist.
I know.
Tina B in the house.
Yes.
She about to get on the microphone.
But I was by the time I left this photo shoot, my nickname was Lil Bit.
What?
Oh my god.
Little bit, because everybody had these heels. They were tall, they were beautiful. But you know me, I am a diva down
Yes,
all
you
the
are.
time.
All the time.
I don't get intimidated or feel less than who I am. I
Should
think
not.
I
Should
am
not.
the queen of queens, and I love who I am. And the women that we did the photo shoot. Oh my gosh, y'all! This is the official picture.
Yes,
Hot
I
tamales.
And
Yes.
they received me, but you know what? I wasn't a title or anything. We were all there on
All sisters of all different shades of
Yes, yes.
on one
Yellow,
accord.
yes.
We were all on one accord. We were there for Tina B to, you know, to do her photo shoot, and
That's awesome.
we're gonna participate in some more. So we got some more.
So when are we
photo
gonna
shoots
see some
coming
more
up.
Tina B?
Okay.
I just put another one out there. We're ready to redo now.
Awesome.
Okay.
They have
Awesome.
Sheeta
So
brand.
y'all go to
Sheeta.
Facebook
And
look for
the
Tina
men
B.
too. She gonna do. You still gonna do the men?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the men's edition.
And her studio,
Let's go with
she
the
give
men.
she
All
give
right.
runway classes. Not every Saturday.
Once a month.
Once a month,
Once a
runway.
month. Okay.
And this girl can walk the runway. I'm telling y'all.
Yes.
I
All
was
right.
very,
Action.
very
Struck
impressed.
That's the undercover diva right there. Yes.
And she's also going to mentor my daughter. My daughter is, when she goes to college, she's going to minor in photography.
Okay.
So Tina B invited her to come along when she goes on photo shoots and everything.
Awesome.
So she's going to be a great
Wow,
mentor.
thank you for the hearts. That's good, right, y'all? Yes.
For her.
Thank you.
So I'm really excited for the
That is
relationship
right.
that I have with you guys,
Right.
and with Tina B, and you know, and then we'll switch contact information and whatever we can do to enhance the enhancer.
Right,
You
exactly.
know,
Absolutely.
no one is too big or too small for us, so we always like lifting each other up.
Absolutely,
All right.
absolutely.
And
I'll be providing
Camilla
you.
giving us some signals.
Are we
So-
wrapping it up? Almost done.
Okay.
I was gonna say, and also partner with you, Enhancing the Enhancer.
Yes.
We're gonna be
Yes,
taking
yes.
some
That's
new
wonderful, yes.
aesthetic classes for 2016.
We are.
And we're gonna bring some
Well, wait a
awesome
minute. Let me
products.
say this. She's gonna take the aesthetic class.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fund it. This is her. Look at her. Look. Do you see what we mean when we
Thank
say
you
fabulous?
so much.
Fabulous.
Diva.
Thank you so much.
Diva.
And so we want to bring the beauty and enhance our followers and our friends
Yes.
here in the salon. So we're gonna bring some new products
Yes.
to you guys for the new season 2016. So look for us. Look for us.
Camilla.
Also,
Hey,
we actually will
Yes,
have a
Camilla.
virtual show on Sunday at 4 p.m. So look for
Yes.
Agape Love Cole
Yes.
on Facebook, as well as Camellia Renee Terrell on Facebook. Your
Right.
invite should be
Right.
out there for a personal private session
Right.
that will take place right here at Envision. If you're in the area, knock on the door because the door will be locked. And also, join us with Miss Cynthia Stillwell, Miss Cynthia Fritz Stillwell, the casting director of Selma.
Yes.
We
Hi,
actually
Miss
have
Cynthia.
some training classes that will actually take place in Mableton starting in February, some casting training.
Ooh, gotta hang up for that.
Forward to meeting her, joining her on Monday night
Awesome.
at the Landmark Diner. You know, Landmark Diner and the Punchline has actually joined together. And so at 7 p.m., I am personally inviting you all. 7 p.m.
Come on, y'all.
It's called Intermix, Entermix, and reserve your ticket on Eventbrite. There's some
You guys
amazing
send me the
things that, yes, I will.
We'll
There's
put that
some
out there for
amazing
you
things
guys.
Yes, we
that are
will.
actually taking place. Have a major opportunity, Make Me a Model will be relaunching and partnering with Miss Cynthia Fritz Stillwell on some training. Just a lot of stuff coming. So we're looking forward.
2016 is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna
That's
be
what she's
amazing.
saying.
It's gonna be
It's gonna
fabulous.
amazing.
Span
Thank you
Medicaid.
for the heart,
Everybody
guys.
needs to
Yes.
have health insurance.
Cervical
So-
cancer awareness, dress until for the whole
Yes.
month of January. Also
Yes.
on January the 22nd, we will have a blood drive, Red Cross blood drive.
Oh, it's
will
so
take place
important.
right here.
So
And
important.
Envision.
Send me.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
yes.
We need
So
a
I-
packed house, you guys.
Yes.
All right.
right, so-
Thank you all so much for joining us. We love you and have a fabulous, merry, diva-fied Christmas.
Christmas.
Happy holidays,
Yes, happy
everybody.
holidays.
Thank you so much.
Happy
And
Hanukkah.
please do not forget to share the love because it
Yes.
is so important.
It is.
Remember,
Make sure.
say that about the giving.
You can't go poor.
You can't go poor giving.
Give it.
Giving.
And
Join
so,
us.
Give.
join us,
Give back. Pay it forward.
pay it forward.
All right.
If you're in the Douglasville area on a Thursday, stop in
Yes.
Envision so you can Periscope with us.
I love y'all.
All right. Love you.
Everybody, thank you
Thank
for
you
the
all so
love.
much.
Lunchtime tea.
Lunchtime tea. All right.
Bye,
talk to her. It's another Christmas holiday.